Hi, welcome to
We
the
really
Unexplained podcast. I'm the only important person here, so feel free to mute your phone or computer, whatever you're listening to this on, whenever the other people speak. Thank you. Good job.
We try to look like we're prepared.
I am prepared. I'm always prepared and not playing Roblox.
Oh, we got to do name introductions according to our guest speaker on my end.
Hi, my name is Liam. I'm not going to tell you my last name.
Oh, well, you know what? It is easier to do first names because I know someone's going to slip up. So I guess my name is Rowan.
hello, it's Ashton.
And on
He's a
this,
YouTuber. Don't watch his videos, they're cringe. Unless you
Don't-
really want to, in which
do
case,
not go.
watch his videos.
Don't.
Heard of a cringe compilation? Because people enjoy that.
Links in the description below.
Do not go to twitch.tv/ashsmash44. Not. Not do it.
It's already cringe.
It's already cringe.
You're already cringe.
No, you can't give away our ages. Bleep it
Oh,
out.
no.
Bleep it out.
Jokes on you guys. I don't think half of us are. I don't know.
I'm that you just. I don't even. You go. You can just do this right now.
Where are we up?
You're bringing.
Where?
So, it doesn't matter where we're uploading it, Daniel.
It doesn't matter. Probably like music.com.
Like
or whatever.
kick.com. I'll be like,
I'm going to listen to this on Apple Music or whatever this is on.
and Craig is listening, so you better be nice.
You could do a Spotify.
Spotify podcast. I'm scared.
Easily accessible.
Hmm.
Because everybody's got Spotify. Unless they prefer YouTube. Like that.
Should we read a script real
Should
quick?
we generate a script?
Why would you?
No,
Why
write
would
a
we write a
script.
script?
We're
Why would you
mid
write a script
podcast.
for a podcast. You don't write a script for a
Every
podcast. That's
podcast.
like
Every script is
the best
insane.
podcasts are spontaneous. I would
script
know. How?
is
You don't
made
need
by
to
the
know.
previous podcast.
All
And
right.
In that
It doesn't
podcast,
feel
they make
natural.
a script.
All right, guys, here's some funny jokes. Why don't scientists trust atoms? Because they make up everything.
Ha ha. Oh, of course.
That's not true. What makes atoms?
I'm gonna bust out a soundboard and just start playing the last track over and over
There's your
again.
soundboard.
Yeah.
Oh, video games.
We could do a beatboxing
Video schmidio.
video. Just video.
I'm sad now. Not this.
It's already
I already ruined it because I hit the table and now the mic is gonna sound weird and it's not like I could just edit that out. But like I'm sad
My
now.
oh my.
I feel like Craig is disappointed in us.
I feel like Craig is
Probably.
always disappointed. I feel like Craig has no meaning to his existence.
my job as Rowan's dad to be disappointed.
That's
Rowan's dad legitimate?
yeah.
Question mark.
That's what Daniel
Sandwich?
means
Question?
in
It's
Hindu.
an acronym for Rowan's dad in a different language.
Yeah.
Oh wow! I wish I was an acronym for
I think
Rowan's
it's
dad. in a
Spanish,
different
but
language.
I'd say it's Spanish, but some of you probably speak Spanish and you'd figure it out.
I'm scared.
What other? It could be
Uh-oh.
French. Be acronym
You ever
in
get
French.
kidnapped?
Well, as this awkward silence permeates the room, we could
What
talk
awkward
about.
silence! I just said something. What I can't remember, but it was
Rowan,
something.
you were just talking
was
about how you
probably-
never have awkward encounters.
Yeah, well, this is my first
I
awkward
was?
encounter, guys. Let's talk about our awkward encounters on this podcast.
This right here.
Define awkward and define encounter.
Awkward is when you feel that thing tingle down your spine. You're like, ooh.
Somebody's picture.
Yeah. Encounter is
When you're built inside a cabinet.
encounter is when you're built in a cabinet.
You don't build I'm built different. I'm encountered.
You're inside the counter?
I'm in the,
That can't be healthy.
it's
But
great.
maybe it is. I wouldn't know.
Oxygen depletion is very strengthening for the lungs.
Crap, ChatGPT, please just.
Okay, let's just go to our sponsor, Life.
Oh,
Have you ever wanted to not be dead? Well, download Life today for only like, I don't know, all of the money.
We lost that
Send
sponsor
it
a
to
week
me
ago.
specifically. Oh,
Great
we didn't have a
Jonathan.
podcast a week. Wow, you must be good at advertising if we had a sponsor 1 week ago.
Yeah.
We're still going after. We're just trying to show how great it is. How this is the first podcast. How do we already have a sponsor? Oh,
I have my method. I mean, he has his. I mean, he is me, so I guess.
You know, on the next
We don't question
it.
Oh my gosh.
That's Hosba.
Well, I mean,
I'm
we
gonna
do
cry.
question.
On the next podcast episode, we could talk about the interesting and wonderful book of.
We're
I know,
still
but
in
I-
this
I'm-
episode.
This is a lost cause. Let's just talk about that.
It is not a lost cause. We're
Yeah,
going
fair
to
enough.
upload this, like it or not.
Fair enough. Can I
You
delete
can,
this
but Rowan
recording?
better not.
You can, but Craig
he's-
will not. Craig will upload this.
Can we get rid of this recording?
I hope you
Please
can't
don't.
hear me not playing Roblox.
I mean, oh, that's so interesting. Tell us about your Roblox game.
What Roblox game? I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay,
so-
well, if you were to play Roblox, tell us what you would be doing right now if you were playing Roblox right now, hypothetically.
If I were hypothetically playing Roblox right now, I would be hypothetically playing Sonic Speed Simulator because that's all I play, Sonic games.
Daniel says this is really bad. Let's talk
No.
about that.
I didn't say this. is bad. I said I had.
Daniel
I
is
am
trash,
true.
not gamer.
No, I'd say this is trash, but I've got a trash idea. What if
Hey,
you
Dad.
activate your screen capture so we can
I'll be
watch you
one
play this
singular second.
Roblox game and have a gameplay video with 3 other commentators?
That's hypothetical. Let's start argumentative topics. All right, let's have.
I agree with argumentative objects. I mean, I don't speak English. I don't know why that came out of my mouth. I don't speak English, I decided.
Probably
So.
yes. It's not really a. What was?
Is it ethical to keep animals in zoos and aquariums? What is your opinion?
No, but it's a really fun thing to do. This is like really good conversation starter topics. Someone talk to me.
Yes, I would say that zoos and
Hello.
aquariums are not fun because the snot-nosed kids bang on the glass all the time.
Them snot.
They're fun when you're on the other
Yeah.
side of the glass.
But then there is also the argument that these creatures were, bred specifically for this. They weren't
Well,
taken out of the
don't-
wild. They know nothing but
Isn't
it.
that worse?
So if you put them
Yeah,
somewhere
maybe don't
else,
breed them.
I know. I get that, but it's like you aren't causing any
Well, you're
harm
not
to the
causing any harm
environment.
to the environment, but if, like, let's say the zoo explodes and none of the animals do, then you just have a bunch of animals that don't know how to survive in the wild because they're a bunch of stupid idiots.
Yeah.
Who need to get jobs and
Stop
lives.
breeding stupid idiot animals and let them live in the wild where they can be smart. Okay? Humanity is getting dumber.
Yeah.
And we've seen this.
The only thing we should
That's
keep.
why we're
Yeah, haven't you
keeping
seen the
them
movie
hidden. We're not letting them
Idiocracy?
get
Fantastic
smarter so
movie.
that they can overtake us.
Oh my gosh, the government has made zoos and aquariums so that animals can't evolve.
Well, the government clearly didn't make them because the government is clearly
the-
against us. Have you not listened to me talking about how the moon is not real?
Oh, are we going to talk about how the moon is not real? You
Yeah,
know,
same with birds.
Last night, I looked at the moon, and the moon was really cool. It was really bright. I was like, that is a super moon. That's a really big moon. You ever see that?
It was a
Supermoon.
supermoon.
It was
How
the
could you have
wasn't
guessed?
real.
At least I'm pretty
It
sure.
was big moon. And
Because
I'm
that thing
like,
was massive.
the government wants to tell us something.
I heard Giggler
Actually,
woke up and the moon was just a jig.
The government
That's
is trying
not
to
what
moon
that
us, let's be
means.
honest.
What?
I personally didn't look at the moon last night.
The moon is jiggling?
I've realized
The moon
when there's a supermoon, every government employee goes to the moon and moons the entire planet Earth.
Wow.
That
It's like a method of hazing to get into any government position. Nobody says it because they
Yeah,
don't
you
want to.
have to moon as many people as possible. I'm sure of
That's
it.
why it's called the
Is
moon.
it still a super?
Mooning definitely
Is it
isn't
still
called
a
the moon
supermoon
because of
tonight?
other reasons. The moon is called mooning because of mooning.
Name
It
one
might
other
be.
reason why it's called the moon right now.
the moon is called the moon because
It's
But
a
why
moon
isn't it
for
called-
planet Earth.
where we wish we could go.
Yeah, well, because we don't wish we could go there because we've been there before.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
Oh, I had a perfect idea as my perfect brain.
Your brain's not perfect. You know how the cloning experiments went. Don't try and advertise yourself. P.S. Read autobiographies of mine.
P.S. They suck.
You have bad
Don't
taste.
they
You're
suck.
a nerd and you don't cut your hair.
uh,
That's how I'm gonna fight all your arguments. Everything that you say that I disagree with, that's my answer to you.
ad hominem.
Also, I do
Ad
cut my
Exactly.
hair. I just don't cut it short.
That's not ad hoc. Did you not see my Discord status?
Yeah, Daniel, get him.
Look at my Discord status.
What's your? All right. Well,
I am committing ad hominem fallacy.
we are not talking about this anymore. I veto it. We are sliding into the next topic called unpopular opinion, where I go to the subreddit unpopular opinion and read unpopular opinions.
Oh no, I have plenty of unpopular opinions. Ready for one?
Oh,
Look,
yeah,
I'm
no,
going
let's
to
jump
say
over
unpopular
to the
opinions right
subreddit
now.
Unpopular
Sonic
Opinion.
games are good. Unpopular
That's
opinion
not-
stated.
I think they're great when they are not existing.
Exactly. Unpopular opinion. Existing Sonic games are good.
Okay, here's an hold on. I want to find an actually interesting unpopular opinion because most of these are popular opinions.
Like,
What? Like one of these is owners of a company shouldn't expect the same enthusiasm from their workers as they have. I guess.
It's not really unpopular.
I mean, I guess sometimes.
I feel like it's not unpopular. Most people.
Most people are like, "Ugh, I don't like my job."
Yeah, otherwise it wouldn't be called work. It'd be called super happy fun times.
All right, here's an unpopular opinion. The Mario movie was okay, but Peaches was the worst part of it.
Well, the Peaches wasn't the worst part, but the Mario movie was okay. Even if I wasn't particularly biased towards the Sonic franchise, the Sonic movies were better, but only in terms of plot. In terms of how the movie itself looked, I'd say the Mario movie is way better, as well as with fan service.
Wait, what?
Fan service. What are you talking about?
Well, yes. You know, where you make a company and or a franchise and you tell do like stuff that makes the fans happy.
Not usually what that means, but
Well, it's close enough for me. That's my definition. It's 2023. My truth is what matters.
All right, here's here's an quote unquote unpopular opinion. Video games have become too complicated. I miss the simplicity of games like Donkey Kong or even Super Mario RPG, the newer games of today.
Okay, that's flat out
Mario
wrong. You
RPG.
ever heard of Ocarina of Time? Way too complicated.
I'm sorry, yeah, older games were far more complicated. They fine-tuned
Yeah.
it today.
Well, you could also make the argument that, they
Well, I mean,
haven't,
it really
because
depends.
they
Some
really
games are more complicated now,
haven't.
but I'd say most or less. Like, take a look at Sonic Frontiers. Old video games, you would need a guide manual. For example, Sonic Adventure. There's stuff that you just can't do if you don't have a guide manual. Whereas
what?
in modern games like Sonic Frontiers, you will instinctively know what to do,
That's kind of true.
or it gives you a
Instinctively,
tutorial.
That's true. No, I agree with him.
I have evolved to know exactly the controls of my
No,
Sonic video
that's
game.
like after you play just a lot of overall general games, when you get in a game, it's like,
Yeah.
well, it's kind of just I get it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Stop fiddling with stuff on my
If
desk.
you haven't done
Just
that, then
yeah,
the first time
then-
jumping in,
Let's
Then
talk
put
about
it back
that,
in your
example.
Focus on the conversation.
What the heck did you just say? I'm not gonna question it. Well, when you get into a new game now, there's a tutorial.
bothers
Old
me.
games didn't have those.
yeah, but then again, all the games you could just look at and immediately know. Like think about Donkey Kong. It was
64. You
don't
have
die.
to do a triple backflip 3 times in a specific area to get the upgrade. That's necessary to unlock the next character, who then has a jetpack, which is completely useless. Whereas modern day Donkey Kong, get to end of stage, and like kill enemy and use banana gun. It's a lot like the original video games, which are simple, except with more content. Or Ocarina of Time compared to like a modern day Zelda game. Although I haven't played any modern day Zelda games, so I might be a little wrong. But Ocarina of Time has several segments where if you don't know what you're doing, you're just completely lost.
I will agree with that. There are some times where you just get completely lost and you can't do anything. But
It was not simpler.
it was
you had, like-
simpler,
Put down shield.
but no, I will say way older
Yeah.
games are simpler, and then they got really, really
Here's
complicated,
an
and then they
unpopular
booted
opinion.
back out
Sonic
to
Adventure is
simple.
significantly better than Mario 64.
No, just no.
I own both games. Yes.
I
I own Mario 64 original hardware.
I'd say you're biased, but I'm biased too. I like Super Mario 64 more.
Well, I'm biased, but I can also say my logical, thought-out reasons why one game's much better than the other.
Give me 13 reasons why.
Okay, I will. Reason 1, Mario 64, the entire game can be beaten in like 5 minutes using the backwards long jump glitch.
Just don't
it's
do it.
so glitchy.
Why does
You
that
can
make the
clip
game
through almost
bad?
it.
Just don't do that.
Well, yeah, you can clip through almost anything.
Is that not a
W-
good thing?
even
That
just-
increases the speedrunning community for the game. Which is,
Yeah, but when you're accidentally playing and you jump into a corner,
I have
that
never-
soft lock
I have
sounds.
never accidentally. I'm sorry, I've never accidentally clipped through an object in Super Mario 64.
accidentally.
Do you own it on original
Mario
hardware?
64.
I've never accidentally
yeah,
long
I
jumped,
never
pulled
accidentally
backwards, and
intentionally pressed a
spammed the B
million
button
buttons
to
at
try and get
once.
somewhere.
Okay, the backward-
speedrun the video.
Did you
game.
not hear the second example? The backward long jump isn't something you do accidentally, but
That's
jumping
your
into
first
a corner
example.
is.
That's your first reason.
Yes, if you jump into a corner and you grab onto that corner and pull yourself through it for some reason, that is a problem.
That- Are you saying Sonic
Yeah,
Adventure 1
exactly.
isn't
That's
glitchy?
Then again, that was just because
Hardware
hardware
issues.
I'm not
issues.
saying it's not glitchy. I'm saying it's less glitchy.
Oh.
Like you're not gonna, if you like, it's more straightforward. So it's less glitchy.
It was their
And Sonic
first
Adventure
ever
1 is just-
three-dimensional game. Of course, there's going to be bugs.
Have you even played it?
I've seen some of it, and I'd say,
Seeing and doing yourself are two different
Okay,
things.
first impressions of Sonic Adventure 1 is First impressions of Super Mario 64, it just exuberates energy when you get in it, right? Like Super Mario 64, you're just like, wow, this is great. This is
It
nice.
makes sense until you get to like the second big door. Who left?
What do you mean who left?
Someone left or something. I heard a sound like "Da-da."
Oh, shut up, Craig.
It was nothing.
Okay. Second of all, it's straightforward Mario 64, but it's not always straight. Well, no, how am I saying this? It's straightforward, but it's not clear. You get to like the lava place in that one fiery painting, and you can get the first 2 stars, and then there's like 5 more stars you need to get, and you're like, wait, what is going on? How am I supposed to do any of this?
Daniel,
see.
Debatable.
No, it'd be funnier if I just disappear and nobody says anything until someone.
You did
Where'd
disappear.
You're not-
you
you're
go?
not
Your dad
unmuted.
went home. I know I'm not unmuted. That's the funny bit.
It'd be really funny if you did disappear, though.
Just disappear. Not
Just
even
'cause
Rowan says
I'd
anything.
have less people to debate with.
Oh, that's
Less
true.
people to debate with.
You still have to debate with Craig.
Craig.
Give.
Craig's not saying anything. I automatically win.
Okay then.
Oh,
Dang
I
it.
should like.
Come on,
Oh,
man.
if Daniel isn't here, I'm not.
I wish
No,
he
I'm
was
just kidding, I'm
gone.
back.
I mean, what?
Never.
Okay, what else? Mario 64's story's absolutely garbage.
Well, yeah.
Oh yeah, like have you
Mario's
seen like
story has never
anything
been-
from
No,
early
Sonic
anything?
Adventure's
It was
story,
all
it makes
trash.
sense.
All the story.
in the first game, and then they use that story.
I'll say I will say the cutscenes are hideous.
Oh man.
Sonic obviously has no bones in his mouth in that game.
More balls in its mouth?
I said bones. Can you not hear me?
in its mouth? Okay, bye.
Oh well, there he goes.
Well, okay. I'll accept it. I'm gonna eat more Doritos.
See ya. Well, I found an image. I was trying to look up arguments for why Super Mario 64 is better, but I found arguments.
You were trying to look them up?
Yeah, obviously. But now I found
Okay.
arguments for why it's worse, so I'll just post those images there.
Here's another one of my arguments. It controls terribly. You don't know what you're doing.
You're right.
Like, well, you know what you're doing, but like Mario, you can tell he's a 1,000-pound plumber.
Oh my gosh! Ugh. I'm sorry, I just had flashbacks to the first Bowser fight. You're right. Sonic Adventure 1 is better.
Okay.
I agree with you now.
But then again,
okay,
it's
yeah, but it was also their first ever.
one
3D
also
game.
came later. One also came later.
Sonic 3 Blast does not count. Maybe.
Yeah, but if it comes later,
Okay,
obviously they're gonna
here's
know
one of the
more.
issues is the developer of the game had with Mario 64. They probably even thought Mario 64. I don't know actually. Anyways, the issue was it's not clear what you're supposed to do at times. So with Sonic Adventure, they made it so the camera would automatically point to where you're supposed to go, just to clarify what you're supposed to do. Except for Big the Cat. We won't talk about Big the Cat because he's garbage. Although he's easier than people say. But he's also trash, so.
Well, I'll say that Sonic Adventure 1 may be intuitively better. It may be, but I still like Super Mario 64 more.
Oh yeah?
Yes.
Why?
Because Mario is better than Sonic.
That's a very bad reason, but okay.
Thank you.
Mario in a fight.
I'm glad we could agree that fat plumbers are better than blue.
I can't agree with that. You know what I can agree with? Sonic would beat Mario in a fight, and it's literally impossible for him to lose.
I mean, you're not wrong there. You're not wrong there.
Although, I guarantee you there are viewers who don't trust me. So should I lay down my reasons why?
I think you should
Or-
give us some reasons why, but not 13
Okay.
because I don't need 13.
I'll just give you like one. Sonic can travel at the speed of light in his normal form.
It would be funny if we got a lot of comments arguing about it. Then in the next episode, we could just like debate them. Comment down below why you hate us.
Or like leave a review.
We should. Comment
about why
down
I'm
below.
The most annoying, and then I'll debunk it using my logic and smarts.
All right,
Whereas
here's.
everyone else. Okay.
All right, okay. That was a jump on my part that did not need to happen. But here is another unpopular opinion. I hate frogs.
Frogs aren't that bad. They're kind of disgusting.
I hate frogs. I used to feel sympathy for frogs because humans have really wrecked the environment for many sensitive amphibians. Then I came across the genre of Pac-Man frog feeding videos on YouTube. Now my problem isn't just that frogs eat other animals. There's plenty of carnivorous animals I like. Dogs, monitor lizards. Wait, what? My problem is that watching these videos and reading about bullfrogs exposes just how despicable frogs are as an order for many reasons. So this is what they start out with. Frogs feed in the most cruel way possible. They ambush their prey and eat them alive, often taking minutes or hours to unceremoniously stuff the
Hold
whole
up.
thing into their mouth.
I don't see what's wrong about that. I would do that to people
Yeah, I think this
if I
person's
had
just
reason to.
soft. Like they should just
I don't.
eat their first.
I don't have any. I mean, I can't think of any reason to, but I would if I had reason to. I can think of no reasons to. Ashton's kind of annoying. Want to do this later? What?
Literally not
what are you
contributing
talking
to the
about? Why would I
conversation.
threaten to kill? I mean, why would I? What do you mean? I didn't say your name at all. A single time.
All right, so
No.
the first wrong thing they said was that most predators do their prey the honor of a quick death, which is just
That's not
false.
true. That's completely. Someone needs to turn on National Geographic.
I feel like they watch like Disney Channel Kids. Yeah, they watch Disney Channel Kids Predators versus Prey, and they're like, "Oh, they're so peaceful. It's such a peaceful death." Wow.
That's such a peaceful, violent murder.
I'm not even gonna read their other reasons, just cause. Actually, I will. I'll be fair. I'll be fair. I'll read the reasons. Okay, let's dissect this argument because personally, I don't care about frogs. I think they can exist.
Yeah, me too.
Let's see.
I agree with you on that. That's one of the imperfections that the DNA didn't mess up in you.
We both agree that nobody cares about frogs.
Except for fat cats, but who cares about cats? They're stinky and annoying.
Okay. Let's see. I'm okay.
Oh, we should talk about my cat, because he's the best cat.
Oh, okay.
Because he thinks he's a dog.
Your cat thinks he's a dog. I remember I had a cat like that. He thought he was a dog, and he would he acted weird. It was a weird cat. Weird cats.
Maybe it was a drug addict.
Drug
That's a
addict.
bad joke. Don't copy. Yeah. Whoa. Thank you.
All right, here's their next reason. On the other
Easy.
hand, frogs are as cowardly in defense as they are horrible in attack. Frogs will attack animals bigger than themselves, and when the bigger animal happens to itself be a frog, it does nothing. A frog under attack will not defend itself in any way, even from smaller assailants. Instead, it will simply allow itself to be eaten.
That's not really that cowardly. That's just, oh, I guess I'm gonna die. Well, better go out quickly than die painfully.
It's just accepting its fate.
Yeah, it's like if I'm going to die already, I might as well deal with it.
I feel like the reasons they're listing just like make me like frogs more.
Mm-hmm.
Every reason they list is like, dang, I like frogs more now.
Mm-hmm.
I deem this opinion invalid. Shall I find another opinion, or shall we transition to another topic?
Want to transition? How long have we been talking for? 36 minutes? That's like the time unit.
We should transition.
That is a time unit. I don't know how
I'm
we
so
could transition.
confused.
It's so fun to talk about topics. It's so fun.
Well, yeah, I like debunking people's wrong opinions. I mean, that opinion wasn't even unpopular. It was just uncalled for. Like, they're frog supporters, frog haters, and mostly people who don't care your opinion on frogs.
Pretty much. Pretty much. All right, here's an unpopular opinion. Your neighbors are not your friends.
That's a super popular opinion.
That depends on the neighbor.
I've never spoken to my neighbors because they would walk their dogs into my yard and then have them poop on our lawn.
I mean, I don't know if we're counting across the street. That would be neighbors, definitely. But across the street, I mow that guy's lawn and I get $20 a week. So
I'd count that. I'd count like people who live just relatively near you as neighbors. Like Daxton? He's my neighbor and he's only threatened to kill me like 3 times. And it wasn't even my fault that
I'm just saying because I'm trying to seem like I'm thinking. I just read this opinion. I don't even know if we want to talk about this, but it says Wallace and Gromit deserves more respect.
I don't know what that is. So
I mean, I know what it is.
Wallace and
I just
Gromit
didn't
is a
know anyone
great
was
show.
disrespecting it. Like it's a show.
what's Wallace and Gromit?
It's just like a weird claymation show.
Oh, that makes me uncomfortable. Claymation kind of funky except for in RoboCop.
RoboCop is great.
Have you seen RoboCop?
No, I just said that because I wanted to be cool. I've seen RoboCop.
Oh, good job.
Like I know what he
You
looks
have?
like.
Like the PG-13. Oh, don't watch the PG-13 one. It's only okay. The original is way better. You can't not have an R-rated RoboCop movie.
Well, now we can't just stay on unpopular opinion, right? We need to find another
We
side.
can just make that the episode of the show. Liam's better than everyone and other unpopular opinions.
Oh, I see. That's actually a good idea. Too bad we took like 20 minutes to get to the unpopular opinions.
Are we gonna do episode art? And if so, who's gonna draw it? I can't draw.
An episode art? Oh, like we just feature art?
Yeah, like on the episode, we put the art as like the episode PNG.
We could do.
I don't know why I specified PNG.
We'll just draw some.
That thing.
I can draw some stuff in MS Paint, like some stick figures.
Thumbnail?
Oh yeah. Could one of those stick figures be smoking for no reason?
Yeah.
Okay, sick. Well, I did really bad that game and I'm not playing.
What? Game?
Oh, by the way, is this audio of me crunching chips super obnoxiously loudly on accident? Totally. Not annoying everybody?
We can hear it, but it's like ASMR.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of ASMR, I was listening to this guy who was like, he's like, I'm gonna make you sleep real good when you listen to this. He would not shut up. What? Are you leaving?
And that's where I leave.
I know, I'm gonna tell you how. I know, I thought it was just a
I do
music
not
album,
want
but
to
it
hear
turned
about
out not to
ASMR.
be.
I think it.
And I hated
really,
it so much.
really-
The guy would not shut up. He was like, and now we're going to listen to this. Me grinding my fingernails on like some soap or something. I don't know and I don't care. All this weird stuff. I hated it so much. It was cringe. Almost as cringe as Ashton. No, cringer than Ashton.
I'm scared to say this opinion.
What?
Because I know this is. This person's unpopular opinion is Crash Bandicoot is a poor man's Sonic the Hedgehog.
I agree, actually.
I disagree. Well, okay, I'll hear
They have pretty much the same plot.
Okay, don't get me wrong. Crash Bandicoot isn't a terrible game, and I grew up
I agree.
with a Sega Mega Drive and then Nintendo 64. We never had a PlayStation, but I can't get over how similar they are. In Crash Bandicoot, you collect Wumpa fruit instead of rings. He's a bandicoot instead of a hedgehog. That spinning thing that Crash Bandicoot does is like Sonic. It's essentially a direct copy. Just
Hey, no,
wondering.
that's completely wrong. The spinning thing Crash Bandicoot does, it's like he twirls around for like half a second. That's completely different. The
Yeah.
Wumpa Fruits, they don't help him at all. That's literally just a coin in like literally any video game.
Yeah, I think this person they forgot about Crash Bandicoot. It
Yeah,
was a fever dream. They played it once.
and they played a
They played like
ROM
20
hack of
minutes,
Sonic
and
1
after
where
being a
they
hardcore
replaced the
Sonic
sprites
fan,
with
said,
Crash
"I hate
Bandicoot.
this so much."
Yeah, probably. They really aren't similar at all.
I mean, their
Like they're
plots
not
are, but that's really it.
the plots, yeah, but I
And that
mean,
doesn't even matter that much. Most games, the only reason I talk about the plot of Sonic games so much is because that's one of the few qualities that everyone can agree is good about it. Well, almost everyone.
besides, I
It's one
can't
of
name.
the few mainstream video games that actually has, now hear me out, emotional payoff.
Hmm. I would say that Crash Bandicoot is not a poor man's Sonic. It is a game.
Yeah, it's a
Different
poor
game,
man's Sonic plot and nothing else.
pretty much. But
A
isn't
completely
every
different
game a poor man's
franchise.
Sonic plot?
Have you had Mario?
Mario's a poor man's Sonic plot when you think about it.
Ow.
Yeah, when you think about it.
Oh, so
They took all the
Metroid?
blank parts
Yeah.
where Sonic doesn't have a
Oh,
plot,
I
and
know.
then
So they
that's the
took
plot that
Forces.
they
I
used.
see.
Sonic Forces.
Sega's owned by a time traveler.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I mean, Nintendo.
Nintendo's owned by not a whatever it's called. My brain shut down. I'm sad now. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry.
Minecraft? Why are you saying Minecraft?
Minecraft.
Stop saying Minecraft. You're gonna make me have a heart attack, and it's gonna be really not funny because it's me having a heart attack, and I'm already the fan favorite character. Let's be honest.
Here's an unpopular opinion. Superman is really boring and lazy.
I agree.
I
He's invincible to one resource that the villain always happens to magically have, and then doesn't work at the end of the movie or comic for some reason.
mean, I think it's really funny when he's just trying to be a normal guy. That's what I like about it.
Yep, that's all.
It's like a
That's literally every superhero,
yeah, but it's like
except for Batman.
he's a nice guy, okay? Now, maybe he's kind of boring, but he's kind of one of the first.
OG doesn't mean good. Not really.
Mm-hmm. It does mean
That's
that it
just
gets a little bit
nostalgia.
of
That's like
credit for being
saying
the first one,
Banjo-Kazooie
though.
is good.
So
I'd say Superman. He's a pretty shallow character.
it was fine when it came out.
You're probably right. Henry Cavill's pretty cool.
I don't know who that is.
He's the guy
Because I
that
don't
plays
care about.
Superman, or not anymore, but he did play Superman a
How
few
do you not
times.
know who Henry Cavill
In the
is?
more modern. Now there's silence. It's the sound of silence. Now I'm out of ideas. My brain is gone. I keep scrolling and I keep seeing Boreo. I keep seeing Boreo things. Boring. Oreo things.
Oreos?
Oreo things.
Oreos are kind of okay. Oreo thins are kind of not okay. Unless you have like extra cream. and then thin cracker, because the chocolate part's the worst part of the Oreo.
Hmm. Hmm. I'm trying to read these right now. Like, all these opinions. They're
guys.
just like boring.
My dad just said he hopes that, because I told him all about our podcast and he's going to be listening to it, or at least hopefully, maybe, I don't know.
Maybe.
He said, I hope you will have a written agreement that if your podcast goes viral, the profits are split equally. And I think I should get slightly more because it was my idea.
I'm gonna just be silent on that.
Oh, good.
I know there's a section in this subreddit because we're really prepared, and I'm just trying to find things. But we're really prepared. Trust me. We just like to leave silence in between
I'm
to
just
allow.
laughing at you. Silent. I mean, very loudly. You just can't hear it. Isn't that right, audience? Wait, is the audio? Don't answer that. If you did, who talks to screens? If you did, you'd look like an idiot in front of all your friends.
Oh.
And who talks to screens? Let's be honest. Maybe you can, with this new podcast series. Answer a question for me. No, you guys need to be quiet while I talk to them about the new podcast series. Okay, you ready? Okay, answer a question for me, viewer. How are you feeling today? Yeah! Or are you feeling a little down in the dumps? Maybe need someone to talk to? Like a man behind a screen. Beautiful, wasn't it? That advertisement I just did for our podcast.
Yep. No. I like that. I'm scared. I keep trying to find stuff. I can't find any more interesting topics.
Well, maybe you're just not an interesting enough person, because you're not me. I'm not egotistical. You said it yourself. I have no ego.
Yeah, you're as yeah.
Don't you agree, Ashton and Craig or whatever your name is? Daniel, what's his face? Rowan's dad.
Daniel left.
Find him and slap him.
I mean, I could walk, but that's kind of like
him.
a 5-minute walk.
Oh, do it. I'll just entertain them with absolute silence.
I'm just not. I don't want to.
Please. What if me and Ashton have a conversation? Oh, trust me. You'll like this.
I could leave for 10 minutes and pretend I was walking to his house.
Oh, he left to go home? That's like uncool. Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind then.
You want me to... Wait, where did you think he was?
Like behind you.
Oh, no.
Eavesdropping and just not saying anything.
No. Okay, here's a pop. I don't even know about this. I've never eaten at Pizza Hut, but have either you eaten at Pizza Hut?
Yeah, and it's literally the worst pizza I've ever had.
Alright, so this person says this is an unpopular opinion. They say Pizza Hut is awful.
Well, I mean, most of my opinions are unpopular, so that's probably correct.
Pretty much everyone in the comments agrees. Oh, this person says it's good in other countries, though.
Well, most fast food is.
Yeah.
I hear McDonald's in Japan's fantastic. Like gourmet.
Yeah, they just put more care into it, I guess.
It's because us Americans, we have such low standards.
That's true.
Have you seen the president?
I don't know how that happened.
That's enough controversy for today, from me.
It's not even a political thing, though. Well, it is political, but it's not like...
It's literally the definition of political. You can't get more political when talking about the President of the United States.
I don't know a single person on any side that likes him unless they are
I do.
getting something from him.
I'm gonna go visit them in a week.
Uh-oh. Well, that's enough politicalism.
Yeah, that was our entire political segment, about 10 seconds. Anyways, where were we? Unpopular opinions? There are no tangents in this podcast.
Keep scrolling, and I'm just going to be honest. These people think that they have unpopular opinions, but they're just not unique.
Yeah, should I post an unpopular opinion? Should I say Sonic games are significantly better than Mario games?
You should, honestly.
It's really weird, because I'd never played a Sonic game until I was like 8, and I was like, what the heck is this? It wasn't a good first impression. It was Sonic CD.
Mm. I did remember we were talking about Sonic games as a segment in the show. Is there anything you have to say about Sonic to the viewers?
I feel like I need more comments, but it's a great franchise.
It's a great franchise. Okay.
And, oh yeah, 3 movies not for kids.
Oh. Let's look at that.
You think we're gonna get some of Shadow's backstory in there?
Probably.
So, just to clarify, the plot, the Shadow's backstory plot, that's like the only stuff in Sonic that's usually not for kids. He was born and raised on a space colony based off of an extinct race's pictures, because he was created to be the ultimate life form, never dying of viruses in old age. But to do that, the doctor who created him, Dr. Gerald Robotnik, his granddaughter, who was also living on the space colony where they were doing all this secret stuff for the government, was had a virus that required her to need that. She when they were, the government was clearing house because people were randomly dying in the sewers on Earth for some reason, so they killed everyone on the Ark, and that included everybody, including Shadow watching a guy get shot in the face, or a girl. The girl who was like, I don't know, kind of him, kind of his sister, kind of his girlfriend, I don't really know. Kind of his cousin, lots of weird stuff.
Hmm.
And sister. And same person.
I don't like the
All right.
girlfriend
I've
and
had
cousin
another
are on the same
premonition, a gift from
line.
the heavens
And
to
yeah,
an idea. So, Liam, what would you say is your favorite Sonic game?
That's hard. Sonic Frontiers Generations or Adventure 2. Unpopular opinion, Sonic Frontiers is one of the best Sonic games.
Pick one, and we'll look for the one.
Who left?
Just Craig. If you corrupt our recording.
No one left. Weird. It just made a sound.
I swear, if Craig messes this up, I'm gonna cry.
I agree, because this is great content that we're having.
Yeah.
Sonic Generations, sure. The story sucks, so if you see a 1-star review about the story, don't acknowledge it, because it's literally terrible and garbage.
Okay. So you want me to look for 1-star reviews of Sonic Generations?
Unless you just don't like Sonic, I can't understand 1 stars. I can understand 2 stars and 1.5 stars, but not 1 star. Because there's not that much wrong with the game. It's not buggy. It looks good. I mean, it's too short, but that's not really.
It's got a 4.7 on Google reviews.
Oh wow.
Out of 5. So that's pretty good.
People usually are split between this and Adventure 2 is the best Sonic game.
What?
What?
There's no. I just said filter by 1-star reviews, and it says there is no 1-star reviews.
What did I tell you?
Ow.
Okay, look up 2-star reviews.
Okay.
Okay, check.
Maybe it's just like it can't load them or
check
something.
Steam. Maybe there's so many it can't load them. Yeah. Check Steam.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, then I will do it.
I can go to Steam reviews.
you don't
right
go
now.
to Steam reviews, they ruin games.
Why am I doing this? Okay, Sonic. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna cry. Well, if you're there already, might as well read some negative reviews.
I'm not there already.
Okay.
I haven't been on using Steam. It's updating right now. The game I've not been playing was
Is it Sonic Generations?
yeah.
Is it called Sonic Generations Collection?
That's that's all the DLC, so it should be the same thing. That's the one I own, I think. Oh yeah, the Casino Night DLC is garbage. They could have released more stages, but
Let's look at the overall. It says overwhelmingly positive for recent reviews and very positive for all reviews. Let's look at the bad reviews because so far this is a lot of positivity I'm seeing.
But go to the
Sonic
bad
is
reviews and
just
you'll
good.
see.
That's what I'm seeing.
okay, there's no way that's
not
correct.
recommended. Let's look at these. All right, here is a not recommended review from Steam by Naga-sama. Not only can you not play as Knuckles, but classic Knuckles doesn't even show up. I think it would have been cool if he did because I like that he doesn't chuckle.
Well, that's a stupid review because he
What?
kind of does appear.
Well, too fast. Okay, the next one is by Ray the Based God. Too fast. Far too fast.
Well, that's just a matter of opinion. Because I have no trouble controlling this.
Yeah, they say they're a based god. I think that they just are below average.
You can't just say you can't say it's too fast because it's literally just an opinion, considering the vast majority of people can control completely fine.
Big the Cat Enjoyer says not recommended. Does not have big.
That's yeah, wow. That's like one of the least popular Sonic characters. Could you find an actually thought out review?
Okay, this one is like a paragraph long. Let's read this. The game itself is pretty fun from what I've experienced. However, it has very poor support for controllers. This is one of the very few games that I've had a lot of issues setting up something as basic as an input device. 2 of my Xbox One controllers, including a Logitech gamepad themselves, aren't detected by the game's configuration. Alright, I don't want to look at the
I'm gonna be honest,
technicality
I'm gonna be
reviews.
honest, that's weird because I had perfect time doing a PS4 controller.
I'll take your word for that.
Yeah, I did it in a minute. Too fast.
Literally, okay, every review of this game is like, it's really fun,
here's one.
but it's buggy.
So this game is crawling with bugs, especially in Speed Highway. I personally never encountered a single bug when playing this game. I was trying to beat my record for fastest time. So this person likes the game. And I clipped through a building where Sonic decides to just kill himself by sliding off the edges. That's like a
this
controller
person
drift
says
issue to me. I'm not gonna read.
this person recommends it. They say, I got a divorce because my wife interrupted City Escape. They recommend it.
I'm not gonna say this review because it's kind of a
You want to know a horrible site for game reviews? Metacritic. We should go there.
Okay.
I feel like maybe Sonic Generations is just too
Literally
good.
every Sonic game is like a 7.
That's what I was gonna say. We should go to Metacritic and see on there.
Alright, let's do Sonic
Adventure 2. 2's the by far best one.
I'm gonna go over to Metacritic and I'm gonna say, what, Sonic Adventure, which one?
That is pretty good, especially for Metacritic.
It's got an 89, which is pretty good. But if we jump it down and look at the bad reviews...
Oh my gosh.
What?
This person wrote an entire 5-paragraph essay on why it's bad.
Review number 1.
Should I even try? Should I even try? Oh my gosh. Okay. Listen, none of the people who have told me that this game is good have played it in recent. I was excited to play my old Dreamcast and let the memories flood back to me. I played Sonic Adventure and found that while it is nowhere near as amazing as I remembered in childhood, it still was enjoyable. The second game is nowhere near as good as everyone believes. In fact, most of these reviews are purely based on nostalgia and not actually playing the game. The first fault I can point to is in these upsetting times where reality has ruined a nostalgia-praised game.
Well, skip to the
Is
point
the
where he gives
false
his reason.
advertisement in the game.
I won't stand. You don't want to skip to where he gives
This
his reasons?
in no way represent. They're not even writing. They didn't spell check. It's so confusing.
No. Let's
This
continue.
in no
Let's
way
continue.
represent. This in no way represent adventure. There is no roaming of an overworld, no interacting with people, no searching for the next level. It is a series of levels with a loose and pretty cliche yet baffling stupid plot.
The best part of Sonic Adventure 1
I
is that
will
you were able
say
to choose who
that
you
makes sense.
wanted to play as. Never did I want to be forced to play as Knuckles when I wanted to play as Sonic. In this game, you are forced to play as Knuckles' treasure hunting levels
Well, then
more than Sonic's running levels. Now I enjoy searching levels when I'm in
here's
the
my
mood to play
response to
them.
this.
But when you have no
Lazy.
say in the matter,
Yeah,
it
let's
gets
just
borderline frustrating. Nothing kills the mood set after Sonic blazes
Alright, let's
through
pause
a
there and
fast-paced
just
yet somewhat
think about what
glitchy
this
speed
is.
level,
Digest this.
This
then
person clearly
playing
does
a
not
slow
like,
search for
or
a darn
doesn't like
near
certain stages
impossible to
at certain
find
times.
shards or keys.
Well, then, in that case, there's an easy solution. Go to the level select and select the levels that you like and play those. Well, if you want to 100% the game, then you have to play those stages that you don't like. That's just how.
Fair enough, but if you want 100% the game,
Okay.
So, I'm just thinking about this
Okay,
argument.
now
You're
I have-
saying if you don't like a
but you
level,
see, this user is on Metacritic, so he's gonna complain about
just
everything.
keep going. What
I
were you
was gonna
saying?
say, if they don't like the plot, I don't really know what's too stupid about the plot. One of the few things that is stupid about the plot is like Shadow's design. He looks nothing like Sonic. Everyone on the planet must be colorblind for them to believe that's Sonic. However, the only reason that this is the story choice is because the original design for Shadow was completely different. He was basically a darker blue Sonic with one eye. So that's just a case of deal with it, loser.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I would say each paragraph seems like its own kind of connected reason that he explains. So
Anyway,
we should
Rowan,
just
let's continue
pause
this
and
review
chat.
paragraph
Okay.
by paragraph.
What's even worse is Tails/Eggman's levels being retooled to be robot mech shooters that are so slow and poorly made that it ruins the game. Tails' levels in the original adventure were high-flying alternations of Sonic's levels. Now you're grounded and forced to fight with a barely responsive laser that hardly kills enemies without taking damage
All right,
yourself.
let me
You come
debunk
to a
this
Sonic
argument
game for
right now.
momentum.
No, this is really important. Bruh.
You come to a Sonic game for momentum that isn't bashed across your head without a clue how to navigate.
Just a second, let him finish.
Okay, I don't know what that was
He has
about.
like 20 more words.
I don't know what that had to do with
That was
the
just
rest
last
of the paragraph. Anyway, so you don't like Sonic and Tails mech stages. Okay, that makes sense. A lot of people don't like them for the slow and clunkier controls, but the gun is never a problem. The only is just super loud. If you know how to hold down a button, you can use the gun and it's responsive. It's just called hold down button and spin around in a circle. That's literally a skill issue. You hold down a button and it works. If you just tap the button, yes, it's unresponsive because it wasn't
This guy
designed
just
to
had
be
a skill
used that
issue.
way.
Yeah.
Gotta get some. I gotta get some
Yeah.
aspirin. I can't take this.
Okay, he has to get aspirin. It's crippling him, the bad opinions.
Anyway.
Ooh,
Holy cow, Sound Sword
which
was the
user?
biggest thing in the world. I've never
Oh,
seen
okay.
someone on Metacritic rate
I was
something
like,
this
is there
big,
someone who wrote more?
unless they're a critic.
Yeah, Sound Sword.
Sound Sword, the
You
one
can
we're
tell
reading.
Sound Sword skipped their homework to do this.
No, it's
Okay. Well, I'm back. I never
Yeah.
left, actually. I
They
just
stopped
was
playing
wanted
the
to see if
game
you
and
would
wrote a
talk
whole
about how you're gonna kill
review.
me. Because if
That
Rowan was
probably
gonna
took them
leave,
like
I was
3
gonna
days.
talk
They
about,
could
hey,
have,
Ashton, you gonna kill
enjoyed the
Rowan?
game for it,
Anyways,
but
what was I talking about? Oh yeah, Sonic games.
Hey.
That's good. And this guy's wrong. Okay.
the next problem the game has is the poor voice acting and editing. When a cutscene plays, characters talk at the exact same time. It makes for astonishment, really. Not to mention that Rouge and Shadow are terrible additions to the cast. Shadow is just an emo stereotypical Dark Sonic, and Rouge is just annoying. The plot is also a minus, as instead of
Okay, was
disturbing
that the
a
entire paragraph?
Chao protecting Water God
Okay,
Eggman,
here's my
Rouge
big
and Shadow
problem
control
with
what
this
is essentially
opinion
the
right
Death
now.
Star with Robotnik's
Characters
face on
talk
it.
over each other in one scene, and it's just Sonic. And the thing
Yeah.
is, it makes sense because they're having an insult battle right before they kill each other. If anything, that was the first time you fight Shadow. It was like maybe a quarter of.
Well, here's the thing: was
Well,
that
no,
at the
'cause
beginning of
even
the
before
game?
then, the only issue in the cutscenes is the time between characters talking is too far
That's
apart.
probably why.
You have
He
like
probably
2 to
played
3
to there
second
and saw
gaps
that. He's
between
like,
when
I
the
gotta write
character's
this
talking,
review.
and it's super unnatural. It just doesn't feel like that's how you would have a conversation. Second, oh yeah, having a rip off of a
At this
death of
point,
something, if it's utilized fine,
I don't know. I
then
have a feeling
okay,
this guy
that's
was
great.
just finishing playing the
Now,
game and
if you
said,
want to
I
talk
need to
about
write a
blatant
whole
rip-offs of the
paragraph
Death
instead of
Star,
playing the
that's
game
the
more.
Death Egg. It's literally the Death Egg. It's literally the Death Star with 2 eyes and a mustache. The Space Colony arc, it's completely different because it's a meteor, first of all, and you can tell by the way it looks that it's a meteor. It needs to be powered by something. It can't just blow up planets willy-nilly all the time with its own massive generator. Oh no, don't be biased. They probably did play it. I'm going.
This is Metacritic. They probably just
They
Googled
wrote
what the story
an
was
essay
about
this
and then just
long.
wrote on
They
that, and they
probably
probably
played
Googled
it.
the
They
wrong
probably
Sonic
hated it
game,
enough
I'm
to
guessing.
care to write this. Okay, then
Hey,
they
this
clearly
is
didn't pay
Metacritic.
any
There's like a
attention at all
30%
to
chance they
Shadow's
didn't.
character. However, if you just consider him a stereotypical emo, if you look at it, it all makes sense. And at the end, he redeems himself by showing how he can like work with other people by like not being an emo. He's not really an emo in the first place. I don't know why I said by not being an emo. Let's see. How do I describe it? In this is like the game where the characters are at their most complex ever in the entire franchise, except for maybe Frontiers, but I haven't read that far into it. Um,
all
oh yeah,
right.
feel
Well,
free to
I'm
ask
trying to
me
find my
specific questions.
space.
Anyway, next paragraph.
I'm so trying.
I mean,
It's in
we
the
can
middle of the
literally
paragraph that
play
look like these
Sonic
should bleed
Adventure 2
together, but
right
it's
now
now.
using screen share, and I can show you the gameplay lies he's spewing.
That is true. That's true. Now, the controls trick you. At first, they seem very responsive. Jumps and homing attacks land. However, soon enough, they flop. Homing attacks cause cheap
Good.
deaths, don't land whatsoever, and cause you to lose rings or
Okay.
stray you from the course. The camera is also against you altogether. It faces away from the goal pans when it should be straight and is completely non-adjustable. Also, swimming in the game is close to impossible. Breathing mechanics are awful as they are, but they have the gall to make 2D air bubbles that you won't ever hit in time to breathe.
Okay. Okay, that's literally completely incorrect. If something in a game is working at first and then stops, either your controller is a problem or you're doing it or you've started doing
That
it
seems
wrong.
like just a
If-
paragraph based on a skill issue.
If you don't if you let go of the homing attack button, it's gonna stop
Yeah,
being
or
locked
he's
onto
just,
the aim.
got a skill issue. He
That's
doesn't know how
just
to play the
how it
game
works.
properly. He got past the
So-
tutorial area and it's like, oh shoot, tutorial doesn't
No,
work
I'm
anymore.
gonna keep going. What was the second problem after the homing attack issues? Okay, swimming.
Yes.
The swimming.
I think that entire paragraph was just
the
a skill
camera.
issue
The
paragraph.
camera is completely adjustable. You use your second controller to adjust the camera in this game.
Swimming.
So I don't know what that
Oh wait,
was
no,
about.
so no, sorry, the camera.
And then thirdly, what's it called? What was it? It was like breathing. Oh yeah, water physics.
Okay,
The
fair enough.
swimming. Once you get the hang of it, it's literally the swimming in Mario 64. In the one character that can swim. Second, the 2D air bubbles you don't even need, because in the first stage where you have to swim, you can get a thing that allows you to breathe.
So they have a
underwater
skill issue.
forever. And I found this on accident. That allows you to have infinite breath underwater. I can understand bad reviews for Sonic 06. I'm not one of those people who defends that game. Well, I'll defend it, but not. to the
I
point
think
where
this
it's a good
guy
game.
just had a skill issue and is writing this.
He'll defend the dub.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
This one's gonna hurt. To make matters worse, the whole vision of
Robotnik?
Sonic is further strayed away from course. Sonic originally was a forest hedgehog saving all his small woodland friends from enslavement at the hands of Dr. Ivo Robotnik. Remember when he was called that and not stupid Eggman? A joke Sonic called him in Adventure 1 that wasn't supposed to be serious and protect his world? And each act was showing how closer and closer Sonic was to getting Robotnik's evil robot-like cities and worlds. That darn near gone. And now it's just random worlds that these characters visit, and
my
these characters now
gosh.
jarringly existing in the real world entirely. For those who want me to be correct and say that's how it was. I'm guessing I meant to say in Adventure 1. That's not entirely the case, as the characters live in the
It's not
Mystic
supposed to.
Ruins and visit the Metropolis when
Okay,
it
this
called
guy's an
for it.
idiot. There's no
Makes
way.
no sense for a bunch of anthropomorphic cartoon animals
Okay.
to live in the real world.
That's
Games like Sonic
What?
Colors, Generations, and Lost World, a
So,
game that really isn't as bad as
let's go
people
to the
seem
first
to
topic
say it
of the
is.
paragraph,
Fix this.
Eggman.
Overall, this is where Sonic the Hedgehog
Japan
started to
literally
decline in
always
quality.
called Eggman. The only reason that joke was made in Adventure was so they wouldn't have to constantly write Ivo Robotnik for America and then Eggman for Japan. He was always called Eggman originally. That just sounded too goofy for America, so they gave him the more threatening Ivo Robotnik name. Okay, what was the second issue?
The second issue.
Okay. I'd say this is also a matter of opinion, as I personally prefer the real world. I hate the Anthro world. It makes me really uncomfortable. Because Eggman's
They're not
a
in the
human,
real world. They
so
are in the
why
real world,
should he
and they
not be
used to
around
not
other
be.
humans?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
let's see, what other arguments can I think of? It makes the characters more easy to connect with if they're in a human world. That doesn't mean we need to have a human princess commit bestiality on a dead hedgehog. That just means I like having the humans around as characters. Ignore my oddly specific retort there. Okay, Lost World's a bad game.
Mm-hmm.
Lost World is garbage, colors, story, and all three of
And
these
then for
games
the
have
last part, it
terrible
was
story.
just this is where it
Colors,
started to
Generation,
decline in
and Lost
quality.
World. That's how
Of course, them saying that
Lost
Sonic
World's
Colors,
not for
Generations, and
This
Lost
person-
World were
run
better.
button,
So
and that's just not right. You can move without it, but you're basically walking. It doesn't make sense. Exactly. Sonic doesn't need a run button. If you call the boost a run button, I will kill you. It's two completely different things. The boost allows you to go at, like, the speed
that's what
of
a run button would
super
do.
fast thing.
If you don't
Well, no,
run,
it's not like
you
a
walk.
run, because it also makes you invulnerable and hard to control. So rather than just making you move, no, rather than just if you run A run button in most games just makes you move faster, and you're never gonna let go of the run button. Whereas the boost, you have reason to let go of it if you can't
So
control
running,
yourself because of how fast.
but running
it is.
really fast.
Not really. This guy probably likes forces if he has this issue.
But you could also make the argument that it's just a run button.
Okay. This is the
Anyway,
final
moving
wrapping
on to the
up,
last
just
paragraph.
the point where this person they've said their piece. Overall, this game does not hold up at all when replayed again. The controls are unresponsive, the characters introduced are awful, the voice acting phoned in, the story downright stupid, and the new game mechanics just destroy any fun momentum or variety in the story mode. The only few improvements are the multiplayer and Chow Garden, and even those aren't as good as they could be considering the GameCube version has better modes in both of those categories. So? Oh, that's right.
No, let's
Versio.
repeat that again.
Better modes in
Verso.
both categories with more characters and better things for the Chow to do.
He did not
But the
put
story
the
mode
N
in
there.
the GameCube version is even worse than this. Nostalgia loses again for this one. As for me, I will go play the original Sonic Adventure that got it right.
Okay. Here's how I'll wrap it up, because there's only one of these issues that I don't think I covered. I forgot which one it was now, actually. I'm stupid.
3 out of 9
No.
users found this helpful.
No. Okay, it was the voice acting, I think. 90% of games made in this time have bad voice acting. That's
GameCube version
like
is better.
the same, if not worse, than this.
Hmm.
I like Matthew G's response right after this one.
Well, we've read
What kind of
a
stupid question is
paragraph,
that?
no, an
Heck
essay
yeah.
about
10
why
stars.
Sonic Frontiers is bad, and we have
No, that was
dissected, or at least attempted to,
Adventure 2,
explain
not
as to why
Frontiers.
these are
Very
false.
different games. You said Frontiers.
Frontiers?
We're not talking about Sonic's ears. We're talking
Frontiers?
about his
Oh,
second
okay.
adventure.
I'm sorry, I always mix it up.
I'm so
you know?
insulted.
They're just all the same
completely
game,
different.
right? They have about the same graphics.
I think this one's gonna cause a little bit of controversy. 0 stars. Worst Sonic game. They say Heroes is cringe, but they forgot about this game.
I've seen just a problem here. Is
I like
we
go to the
all
next page and
Okay.
scroll about
agree
halfway
too much.
down.
Do you have any
They get to
questions with my
spun
I
argument?
think we should disagree
for
more.
LK.
So, okay, but I think we need some things.
Look, I'm gonna send you
people-
this review in the Discord. You ready? Oh, I'm just gonna send it to you, okay?
Me too.
Yes, I
Wait,
agree.
Don't you
one
agree?
second.
But
1 sec.
Don't you agree? Great review.
Imagine using Google Translate.
It was 2
The
stars,
only
by the
plus
way.
of this game.
Does
The
that?
only plus of this game is the game for Sonic and Shadow
Yeah.
all.
Let me Google Translate this.
Okay.
Oh, it
I
is.
don't know what
It
that
was.
means.
Oh, that's Russian. It's Russian. I
All
see.
right.
Is Team Fortress 2 any good?
okay, I just
Okay.
I found another subreddit that I think
Oh,
might
and
be
then
fun called
here's
Who Would Win?
Did you
here's
find
this
Sonic
one.
And I
versus
found
Mario?
some
Find one where
topics
Mario
that
wins.
are-
Do it. Do it. Do it.
No. This is not a. This is an open-ended thing. It's an open-ended, and we already know that Sonic would defeat Mario immediately. We already agree on that. I've just found a few of these and I went to the top of this year just to see, and this is what I see. Okay, so who would win? Man who thinks he's Superman versus man who thinks he's Goku. Neither is They're both just average Joes. One thinks he's Superman, one thinks he's Goku.
I don't know much about Goku,
Who would
except
win?
he's extremely unnaturally close to Sonic. Can't imagine why.
Superman would actually throw punches because, he's a normal superhero.
I feel like the person who
Goku-
thinks that they're Goku would just start randomly screaming as the other
Yeah.
person starts beating up on them.
It would sit there as they're getting punched and beaten up, going, "Ah!" And
But the person who's pretending to be
the way they
Goku
say
would just start
believes he's
screaming
Goku
and
makes me
just
think
sitting
they
there in
believe they are
pose for
charging
the whole
up.
time.
So they're just getting beaten up, and they think that they're winning.
If they're not dead.
And then Superman,
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
we gotta
And
think
then,
about
and
what
then all of
kind
a
of
sudden they're
guys
like,
these are.
and now
Are
it's
these,
time
like,
for my final attack,
cripples?
and they punch, and it's just a normal punch.
Is the guy a cripple, or is he like a pro
And Superman
boxer?
beats them into the
guy who
ground.
thinks he's Goku's a pro boxer, and the guy who thinks he's Superman's a cripple.
you're adding extra information
Yeah,
that
but-
was not a part of this. Like, hypothetically,
They're the definition of
hypothetically, if one
average
is stronger
adult
than the other
person.
by loads,
But- But they
it's gonna
didn't
win.
specify if they were or
But-
weren't.
Just average adult person.
Because then there's no debate. If one's a karate master and the other's a
The
newborn baby,
baby's
yeah,
gonna
of
win, let's be
course.
honest.
Karate
But-
master.
But they
Okay,
didn't.
I'll
So
accept those.
just assume that they're the same.
The guy who thinks he's Superman would win. I'm just trying to create discourse. I'm just trying to prolong this opinion so it's like less than half a second. My legs are so sunburned.
And see, yes, you did so well. You
I got
created
the
this.
hit clips. I'm
Did-
starting discourse. I'm gonna cause problems on purpose. What?
I'm looking at these. Oh. All right, this one is interesting. This is a challenge. This is not a battle. An 11-year-old girl in North Korea has been invited to study at Hogwarts. Can Hagrid successfully deliver her the acceptance letter and get her safely from her home in Pyongyang to the
No.
school?
He can't.
No.
Wait, but we still have 35
what-
more minutes.
We still
And
got
that's where we gotta call it
time.
off for this one, guys.
just
Make
wanna
sure to
think
subscribe
about
and
this
like,
topic
and
more.
we'll
If you
see
just-
you in the next
Hagrid-
one.
Hagrid has to fly to North Korea and is getting shot by the North Korean military. This would probably start a war with South Korea. They probably think that South Korea is sending a bomb over while he's in his flying
I
motorcycle.
kinda really don't
So-
know.
Unless he manages to.
Right.
Okay, so magic,
Gathering?
right?
Cringe.
Magic is cool.
Yeah,
Magic the
the
Gathering?
Gathering cringe, just to be funny. I
Uh-oh,
got the hit
discourse.
clips. I'm starting. You guys have no idea what that is.
I
Yep.
don't. I'm just.
Give me
MTG
one
is
of them.
great. What do you mean?
One of them will know. I'm looking at you,
Oh,
Jared.
yeah.
Probably, yeah.
And I'm guessing none of our audience does. Probably
Well,
because we don't have
Okay,
an
shut up,
audience.
Wayne. Well, okay. We think that North Korea. Okay, Hagrid has magic, so I think Hagrid would be able to.
He's gonna.
Okay.
He'll call me on the
Yeah,
phone
but
and
if he
say
gets in
dodge,
trouble, what is he gonna do?
obviously.
Like, if they see him trying to cross over, or they send a
Oh,
nuke at him,
okay.
what's Hagrid gonna do?
Well,
Like, use a
I'm just
reflect
looking at
spell
these other ones.
and then cause
Well,
World War
we've
III?
established that this is a funny challenge, and also kind of sad. But let's look. Oh, wait, that's a okay. I'm just looking at these. Oh, this is interesting. Who would win? The crew of a modern destroyer ship aboard a 17th century ship of the line versus the crew of a ship of the line aboard a modern destroyer. So I don't know what ship of the line means, but I would assume.
We're just gonna say that everybody who's on the ship, basically the entirety of the crew of an old destroyer, or the entirety of the crew of a new destroyer. They don't have any advantage. They're just them by themselves. It's like a huge fist fight with all of them. No, no, it's just saying, did the crew fight? Because what I'm thinking to myself is, the crew of an older ship had to deal with a lot by themselves, and they didn't have anything helping them.
Sorry.
They gotta be strong to deal with all that.
No.
I'm just
and because of that, they could probably take everybody down. Just
send
in like
this
a
question
fist fight.
here so you can read it, because it's
But
kind
obviously,
of a
modern technology is always gonna win.
tongue twister.
Sandwich.
You should listen.
It says aboard.
Yeah, it's just saying. They do say no, it's just saying the crew.
It's crew versus crew, but they have the different ships. It's a ship battle.
Yeah, but it's just saying that's just an adjective
it's
saying
aboard the ship. They would not say aboard
this is the crew
ship.
on this, because
I think it still is at that point, because the crew in the 17th
I don't
century,
think it's a ship battle.
They're not going to know what any of these buttons do. They're going to be overwhelmed.
No, because
by
then
this
it isn't
huge
even
modern
challenge.
ship. They're going to freaking click the self-destruct button immediately.
Made that sound like a threat to yourself.
No, but like it says that the crew of a modern versus.
I feel like the.
Oh wait, I'm reading that again.
Oh, is it the new ship on the old ship?
So the crew of a modern destroyer ship above a 17th century ship.
The new crew on the old ship, because
versus the crew of the old ship on the new ship.
The old ship before.
That's a more interesting question.
Old crew on the. Yeah, but the old crew on the new ship.
It's the new crew on the old ship versus the old crew on the new ship.
While it's still locked in the bay, expecting it to be like a normal cannon.
That probably would
Yeah, but
happen.
then again, they also
But
have worse weaponry.
17th century. In the 17th century, they had wooden ships. All they need is like one hit. And also, are they firing cannons? Because it's a destroyer made out of.
You could barely even launch
metal.
anything in its modern direction, and you tip it over to dice.
Considering the old ship can't even drive the ship, probably because they don't know what they're doing. I feel like the new crew,
they are going to be firing cannons, and it's not necessarily made of wood, but it's not strong. It's probably still made out of steel, but it's just not very strong.
I'm willing to bet they know how to use it.
Yeah, but then again, there's also the problem of, do they really know how to sail that? Because it's got full-on sails, and they're old sails. And first of all, the new ship doesn't have any sails, so they don't have any experience with sails. And they've never, sails have changed a lot. So even if they learned about them in school, they're still way different.
They're going to be able to figure it out themselves, though.
Yeah, I get that, but it's like they won't have practice. They're still going to fail getting around. Do you know how hard it is to sail a ship?
Well,
especially for that big of a ship. Well, the other one, it's all done for them. They can just click go here, and the ship will autopilot to there.
They probably don't know what autopilot
They're not gonna.
means.
That's a new
That's
thing.
a combination of words.
What the heck?
Yeah,
New
they're gonna be like,
ships do have
It's like,
an autopilot.
heck.
If there's a
Well, no,
giant
'cause
button that
they
says
back in
autopilot, they're gonna click the
I still
autopilot
think-
button.
I still
I'm
think
not
the new
acronym,
ship,
whatever.
old crew, new ship.
They can probably tie it
Old
together
crew,
as
new ship
automatic
has the
pilot.
advantage that they have
Yeah.
time because the old ship can't do a lot of
Yeah, it
damage.
does.
The old ship can't do as much damage to them as they can do, and so they might have enough time to figure out at least something. Yeah, they might have time because they're just in a big metal ship. Unless
Pull out the manual and start reading the manual.
Ships aren't exactly gonna have, an owner's
New-
manual. No, I mean,
Like, they can just go
not a
down
giant
and just
ship like
start
that.
reading as they
I don't
start
feel like they'll
pouring
have
on
an
these
owner's-
random
can't-
cannibal and
You
stuff.
can't go to
And
the
the
owner's
manual
and the
itself-
drug- There's no way.
They do though.
the
You're not gonna-
manual, they're not going to understand. The manual is going to refer to things they don't know what they are, right?
They
It's gonna say,
do.
click this switch, click this button, activate the
been on
circuit.
one.
They're going to be like, a circuit? What's a circuit?
Well, some people just can't cope with being wrong, Rowan. Okay.
Wait,
But it shows visuals, so I still
It's a
believe that
tough
that
one.
amount of time would give
It's-
them enough time
it's
to
a
finally get
stumper.
over it.
and it's a very fun question.
Okay. I can deal with this.
We have to, okay, if this is the way we're deciding it, whichever one wins, we have to
Okay.
create a scenario.
I think it really just depends on a coin flip. So let's see.
The old crew.
Modern
Okay.
crew gets heads.
The oldies,
Old crew gets
They-
tails.
is that the old crew, new
Click some
ship?
buttons and they find out what they're doing.
They click
That's
the
the
buttons.
tails. The old ones win. Mm-hmm.
They open
Yeah.
the glove compartment, find the owner's manual, and
Or
You
or they
know.
pick up the owner's manual. Well,
read it.
a ton of cannonballs are going into them, but the cannonballs just roll off the sides as they
Okay.
read it all and
I
then
feel like
just
that's a good
fire a
podcast
single missile
episode.
and then they're dead.
Lore boys, I mean, people out. People who do podcasts out. Unexplained podcast.
Wait, we need a good
Yeah.
outro.
Are you saying this isn't a
Oh
good
my
outro?
gosh. Okay, just one more thing. This is what a ship of the line looks like. Okay, I think we were thinking a bit wrong. Or maybe at least I was. This makes me feel like
Who?
there's a bigger chance, okay?
A bigger chance for which side?
Bigger chance for the new crew, old ship.
Yeah, but if they're working on a destroyer ship, I guarantee you the
Right.
military, or at least back when, the military would have
No,
had
because
them.
Those
be
sails
training
are
on old sails.
pain to sail. You have to have so much experience on those. If there is a straight up different category for sailing you have to go to for like 2 years to learn how to sail one of these. And it's completely different than every other thing out there. So I doubt that they know how to sail. So they'd have to stay in the same spot and hope they
Okay.
don't die.
Okay.
I've
You're right.
Plus, you put one hole in those
Yeah.
sails and it's over.
Vlad is
He's
here.
licking my
Vlad
sunburn.
says, is
Yeah,
Vlad
he wants
saying
me to
leave?
get off the podcast.
All right. Well, I think that wraps stuff up. This is the
It was
Unprepared,
obviously prepared.
Unexplained podcast.
I don't think liking's a thing. Leave a good review. Tell your friends. Don't smoke unless you're buying it from me.
That's true.
Acknowledge the fact
Like
that
and
Sonic games are
subscribe.
better
Make
than
sure to come
Mario
back next time if you really want to see us painfully get through
No,
this.
enjoy only my speaking. Remember what I said at the start. Mute everything Ashton said. The end. Goodbye. Baba
Make
boo.
sure you don't
Ignore him. This
try
man
to
doesn't cut his hair
enjoy this
correctly.
episode, but have a good rest of your day.
Bye. Don't die.
Ignore
Have a good
his
day.
comments.
Be a
Bye.
returning customer, please. I have no friends.
All right, bye.
Yeah, we
We don't have to
what we
leave.
want. You
It
shut
all
up,
looped
Craig.
back around to the start. Anyway,
Yeah.
see y'all next time.
We'll just okay. I'm
Peace.
gonna hit stop recording and see if it was corrupted or not.
I know. I know, right? It's like I would do that right now.